Hey there, Book Dragons. Welcome back to my channel. Glad you could be here. I have a book tag video for you today. Let's go. So I was tagged by Julian over at Between the Lines to do the White Wedding book tag. And this is a super fun, pretty short tag, but I figured it would be fun to do, and thank you so much, Julian, for tagging me in it. You can check out his channel in the description below. Also, Circe's Booked also did this tag, and I think she's the one that tagged Julian in it. I'm going to leave her channel in the description below as well, because you really need to check out her also. And as far as who the original creator was, I'm honestly not sure. I'm not good at keeping up with that stuff, guys. But be that as it may, let's go ahead and do this. So you've heard the old wedding adage, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. And in this tag, they added something white. And so let's get right to it, guys. I picked a small selection of books here for this tag. The first one is, of course, something old. And for that, I have picked The Complete Works of H.P. Lovecraft. Now, I don't know how old this is. It's not necessarily old, but H.P. Lovecraft literature is old. It's classic literature, so I figured that would fit good for this tag. If you don't think so, it's okay. Maybe I'm stretching a little bit there, but that's what I picked. I'm gonna set that there. And something new, I decided to go with Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This is his newest book, and I'm very excited to read it. I haven't read it yet, of course. It's supposed to be somewhat similar to The Martian, but not completely similar. So I'm excited to read that one and see what I think. I would classify Andy Weir as more of a sci-fi realism author. You know, it's all like science-based space travel that takes place in the near future of humanity. So, you know, probably within the next 20 years of our history or something like that is kind of what he's postulating with this. So at least that's the way it was with The Martian. That's the vibe I got. So I'm pretty excited to see where this one goes. Something borrowed. I went with The Ninth Reign, because this is the only thing I borrowed really so far. I don't borrow many things, but I borrowed this book from my friend Danielle, and I've heard so many good things about The Ninth Reign that I decided it's time I check it out. It is our book club pick for the month of November. If you have not joined the Dragons Library Book Club, you can find the link down below in my description, and you know, come join us to read some books together. But this is our book club pick for November, and I've kind of been on the fence with this series, but I remember that she had a copy, so I was asking her about it, and she's like, well, why don't you borrow my copy? I'm like, okay. I feel weird borrowing things from people, but you know, I take good care of books, and she trusts me with it, so I think we're good. I think we're good. So yeah, The Ninth Reign by Jen Williams. It follows several different races of people. One are Eborans, who seem to be kind of vampire-like. I'm not very far into the book yet, so I don't know a whole lot about what's going on. but the Aborans seem to be kind of vampire-like race. And then, of course, you've got your humans and things like that. So I'm very curious to see where it goes. So yeah, I borrowed that. And the final one is something blue. Well, not the final one. The final one in the classic adage. Something blue, and I went with A Game of Thrones by George R. R. Martin. First book in the Song of Ice and Fire series. And yeah, it's blue. Has a beautiful sword on the cover. Let me tell you what, guys. A Song of Ice and Fire is one of my absolute favorite book series of all time. I mean, it is right up there, just the top of the top. So I know it's not completed, and I do hope we'll get to read the continuation and the completion of the saga, but it is just out of this world. I love it. And the final question is for something white. And I went with Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. Stein? I'm not sure. I think it's Stein. I'm going to go with Stein. If you know different, let me know in the comments below. I would love to be corrected on that, because I don't like butchering people's names. But anyway, Shel is one of my favorite absurdist poets. And I mean, if you've read him, you know some of this stuff is just plain weird. In a good way. Weird in a good way. By no means is that a bad thing. Weird is good. Otherwise, I would not have survived as long as I have. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. So that completes the tag. What did you think? Have you read any of these? I'm sure a lot of you have read A Game of Thrones and Shel Silverstein. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think. So now it is time for me to tag some people. I'm going to tag Nikki Hawks over at Nikki Hawks the Obsessive Bookseller. You should definitely check her channel out. I'm tagging her. I don't know if she does tags, but I'm tagging her anyway. I don't think I've seen Bryce at Shelf Sender do this one, so I'm tagging Bryce. And I'm going to tag Epic Tales. I will leave a link to his channel below as well. And for all of these that I'm tagging, I'm going to tag him to do this tag. And that's it, guys. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. Make sure you're reading more books. We'll talk soon.